Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. YA and new adult novels are very popular, and in some places getting more popular, so it's not surprising that some novels, even if they're marketed towards adults or written for adults, could also be appealing to the YA new adult audience. Let's take a look at one of those books today and turn the spotlight on S.L. Beaumont's The Carlswick Affair. Stephanie Cooper is taking some time off in the summer before she starts her study of art history at Oxford. She's visiting her grandmother Ellie in the small town of Carlswick, where she's hoping to enjoy a rest. When she arrives, she learns that there's a long-standing feud between her family and the Knoxes, another local family. It's still very much alive, and Stephanie finds out that it has to do with World War II and possible dealings in art that was stolen by the Nazis. Stephanie knows about that part of world history and European art history and is curious about what might have happened and how it relates to her family and the Knoxes. And that's when the trouble begins. The Knox family won't have much to do with Stephanie since she's a Cooper. In fact, she's warned away from having anything to do with them or with digging up the past. Then, Stephanie finds that there are things even her own family won't tell her. She persists, though, and slowly uncovers the history of the town and of the two families. As she does, she finds that the past has a very long reach and that she's more in danger than she could have imagined, and the whole case is much bigger than it seems on the surface. So, what are the elements in the story? How does it all fit together? Well, as I say, this is a novel that could fall into the category of YA or new adult crime fiction. Stephanie is in her early 20s, as are most of her friends. The story explores their interests and lifestyles in a way that could appeal to those audiences. There's a romance in the story, too. Readers who prefer not to have any romance in their crime fiction will notice this. It doesn't overpower the plot, though, and it fits in with the overall YA new adult feel. The main mystery of missing artwork, long ago betrayal, and a death is solved, and we learn what's behind it all. We also learn how all of that relates to the modern day case and to the serious danger that Stephanie faces as she digs into the past. But there's also a very clear hint that points to a story arc and further novels too, so not every single question is answered. Much of the story is told from Stephanie's point of view, third person, past tense. So we follow her search for the truth. We also get a look at her as a person. She's from New Zealand, where she lives with her mother and young stepbrother. She's been to the UK many times to visit her father, who works in London, so she's comfortable in both worlds. She spends time with friends, works part-time at a local cafe, listens to live band, and is trying to figure out her romantic future. She's smart and quick thinking. She's realistically vulnerable, but she needs no one to rescue her. As the saying goes, she gives as good as she gets. She can be stubborn, but she's not completely foolhardy. There is some violence in the story, but it's not graphic or excessive. There are a few romantic scenes too, but they aren't explicit. There's also a bit of the thriller in the novel. There are narrow escapes, serious questions about whom to trust, and unexpected danger. There are places too where readers may want to let their disbelief go for a bit. The Carlswick Affair explores the impact that the past has on those living today. It features stolen art treasures, a small town with secrets, a family feud, and a protagonist who wants to understand how it all fits together. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.